Okay guys, I'm here today with Giancarlo Bodoni. Huge honor for me as always. And guys, Giancarlo is the main instructor here at my school and one of the most technical Jiu-Jitsu instructors and Jiu-Jitsu athletes that I ever seen. And he's brown belt, but like black belt level already, and like most of the times I see him training for the black belts, he's always like doing very well. And he has one instruction course with us on BJJ Techniques all about close guard. So today he's gonna show us here one of his favorite moves in close guard, and you guys will see like how well he teaches and how good are his positions, you know, like. And every time I train for him, I always avoid going to the close guard because I know that I'm gonna get in trouble. So let's do this, Giancarlo.
All right, so we're gonna start over here in the close guard, and one of the grips that I like to make the most when I'm inside close guard is, if I can try to make a cross collar grip on my opponent's lapel. Okay, so if I'm over here, I'm going to try to get Bernardo's hands to the ground. Okay, and I'm going to start to look to get my grip in the collar here. Okay, a couple details that are important here is if we come close to the collar over here, I like to always grab as little of the gi material as possible and just grab the lapel. So I take my fingers and I grab just the lapel over here. So you can see my fingers are grabbing just on the lapel, and I curl here, so it's going to make the grip much tighter. If I grab too much material over here, it's a lot of cloth for my hand to hold, so that your grip could get tired faster. So that's just one little detail I like to make. Another one as well is that I want to get my hand as deep as possible. So I don't want to pull the collar to me because then the hand might get stuck. So I actually open the collar, get my hand inside, and then I make my grip, and I'm going to curl my wrist and get it as tight as possible. Okay? So one little trick that I like to use to set up the triangle is, a lot of times once I start making this grip, it's common that the guy's gonna start putting hands on my chest and try to posture up over here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, he comes back, as he goes to posture up, I'm gonna start coming up to my elbow here, and I'm gonna start hitting a hip, like I'm gonna hit a hip bump sweep. Okay, the same sweep that we learn when we're white belts, where we come over the arm and we hip bump, except I'm gonna hit it with the cross collar grip. Okay, the natural reaction is going to be, since I'm not controlling Bernardo's arm, he's going to post. So as soon as he posts here, I see his hands on the ground, I take my leg over, and I come over here to the triangle. And I have this grip on the collar, which is super strong, which is keeping his posture down. So what I want to start doing here is, I want to make sure that first thing, I'm going to keep my heels heavy, and I'm going to keep my knees to my chest here. It's going to make it difficult for Bernardo to start posturing here. And I like to immediately take my hand and start grabbing the head. Now I can safely release my hand from the lapel. Okay, so I first hold the head, then I take my hand out of the lapel. I'm gonna go raise my hips and cross the arm, go back to the head, and now my right hand's gonna go to my own shin. Okay, I wanna try to get my shin parallel with my opponent's shoulders. Okay, so I control my shin right here, I take my foot to the hip, and now I'm gonna put my hand, because I'm holding my shin here, I can let go of his head now. Okay, because my shin's gonna hold him down. So everything that I'm doing is to one step at a time to make sure that he doesn't posture up here. So I went from his head, I controlled my shin. Now that I'm safe here with his posture, I can let go, and I'm gonna start posting on my knee. Okay, and I wanna make sure that I create a stiff arm here, so I have a strong frame, and I shuffle my shoulders back and shuffle my shoulders back. Okay, what this is doing is extending Bernardo's body, so his hips are far away from his shoulders. So now when he goes to posture up, it's super difficult. Okay, if he was to get his hips underneath his shoulders, now he can start posturing up easy. Okay, so that's the idea that I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna create this frame over here, and I'm gonna start shuffling my shoulders back, okay, and I keep my back on the ground. Even if Bernardo was to get on his feet and start trying to put pressure on me here, I wanna still make sure that I keep this frame here, so I make it hard for him to curl my knees over my head. Okay, so I wanna make sure that I stay here, I keep shuffling my shoulders. Now when I go to lock, I squeeze, and I finish the triangle.
Super, super tight. So one more time, Giancarlo.
So there's a bunch of different ways that we can get our opponent's hands to the ground. Okay, so let's imagine I break the grips over here. I start looking to get my hand inside the collar. So remember, I like to open the collar, so I'm gonna push and create some space, and I wanna make sure that I look for the stitching right here on the lapel. So I look for the stitching, I take my fingers and I curl just the lapel. Don't grab too much cloth. Just grab the lapel over here, keep my wrist curled and my elbow heavy. Okay, once I get over here, Bernardo starts posturing up on me. I'm gonna come to my elbow. Once I build to my elbow, build to my hand, and I start punching and bridging. Okay, he's obviously gonna post. Nobody's gonna really get swept from here. Okay, but I'm gonna use this momentum that as he starts coming back, I catch him right here in the triangle. He has one arm in, one arm out. Immediately, hand behind the head. Now I can safely release my hand here from the lapel. So I wanna make sure I'm breaking his posture here. Okay, before I let go of his head, I'm gonna start grabbing my own shin. Okay, I grab my own shin, I can start adjusting the arm if I need to, and I'm gonna start shuffling my shoulders back. I create this post on my knee so that if Bernardo starts driving into me, I can just shuffle my shoulders back, and I don't wanna push with this hand. I just wanna create a stiff arm so that as he drives into me, it becomes very, very difficult. Okay, shuffle my shoulders, adjust, I lock here. And now a little detail here as well is I want to make sure that I put my heel down, and look how I turn my heel out. That's going to make the triangle tighter, and then I just pull the head and squeeze.
No, really, really good. So Giancarlo, I see this submission coming from the close guard all the time. People like go to the triangle. I really liked it how you did like that. You fake the hand on the belt sweep without even using the hand on the belt, just the hand on the collar. Yeah. And then my natural reaction is gonna be to place my hand on the ground, and then you created all this angle here to reach the triangle, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I kind of bait the guy, pull him down, wait for him to kind of start posturing up, and I use that momentum.
No, I really like it because it's very simple, right? It's something that everybody can do. And for example, the hand on the belt sweep was my very first sweep that I used the most in Jiu-Jitsu. So yeah, so guys, really, really good one. I think very easy for everybody to use. And guys, make sure to follow Giancarlo's YouTube channel as well. He posts a ton of great content over there, and he has an instructional course, 2 instructional courses about close guard at BJJ Fanatics. One all about sweeps, the other one all about submissions. So make sure to check that out as well. Thank you, Giancarlo.
Thank you, Bernardo.
Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe, and to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.